Okay, so people would have heard there are five countries in the world. They have placed their rover, their robot, their lander on moon. There are five countries only, and I believe there are three countries only. They have sent their satellites on the Mars, and only America and Russia they have descended their lander on the Mars. India has placed its satellite around the Mars. But on the moon, India, Japan, China, and Russia and America, they have descended their lander on the moon. But those has been happening through their government organization. I believe that is a Mir space station, that is Russia. And in Japan, I don't know. In China, I don't know. But they have their government organization. In India, it is ISRO. And in NASA, that is in America, they have been descending their lunar lander. Now the era is coming as private companies, they are also descending their lander on the moon. There is a company called, there is a lander called Blue Ghost, lander Blue Ghost, and it is from some private company based on Houston, and they have on 2nd of the March. Today is 7th of the March. 5 days prior, they successfully landed their lander, that is Blue Ghost, on the moon, and this becomes a history. Prior to that, two different company in the America they tried descending it. Both company they tried 1 year back. The first company, I will read it out the name. So first company they tried descending it, but it was unsuccessful. Somehow it was unsuccessful. Okay, the second company they tried last year only. First company they had started their mission in January 2024. Second company they tried their mission in February 2024. And their lander, it landed on the moon, but speed was very high while it was landing. It should be very slow. So finally it broke one leg. Okay, lander will have four legs. So one leg it got broken or something like that, and it was of no use. But it was sending a signal back. That's it. But it cannot move. Whatever. It was of no use. So it was considered as unsuccessful. Then third lander, third company. So all these are happening under the guidance of NASA only. NASA is trying to create a big ecosystem. Ecosystem in the sense that a lot of private companies now they will come forward in the lunar mission. NASA is trying again to push human to descend human on lunar surface, moon surface after 50 years. After Neil Armstrong, Sir Neil Armstrong, we can say, after him, they are trying after 50 years again to descend human on lunar surface. But they are trying to create an ecosystem. If a lot of companies are successful in moon technology, then descending human would be very easy because they will get help from many companies in case of any emergency or something like that. This is what NASA is trying to do. Now, when Blue Ghost has descended there, the robot that is moving on the moon, that robot has a driller machine. It will drill in the moon 10 feet or something like that, and it will do some science exploration on the moon. It has 10 different machines that it has taken. One of them is driller machine. This is what Blue Ghost is doing out there. There is that, okay, what is the future? The two companies which failed last year, though they are trying again with different moon lander this year, 2025. And they will see if they are successful. NASA, that is, I believe, Space Research Center of America, they are trying to build a big ecosystem with many companies. They would be successful in the moon technology. There is a Japanese private company also under the control, I believe, under the control of the Japanese government organization. They are also planning. I believe they have sent their lunar mission, the missile or the The carrier, the rocket that takes it to moon, they have already exploded, and it has exploded in January February time frame, but it will go to the moon in May June time frame. Japanese technology, they take longer path. This is called minimum energy path, and this is seldom very come to failure. Means Japanese technology, they take 4 months time to reach moon, but it is not failure technology. It is successful technology, but it takes time. This is how the Japanese is. So in May and June, that is 2 3 months after now, we will hear more moon landing. Anyway, I will read it out, and this is considered as the historical when the private companies are coming into the picture of moon landing. This will open a new era in space technology, very new era in space technology when private companies are able to land on the moon. Anyway, I'm not here to de-recognize Indian mission. I'm not here to say anything that will take out their value. But very unfortunately, the Indian Chandrayaan 3, I believe, it got descended on the moon surface. That is true, but we don't have any picture, high density picture, that is circulating on YouTube or anywhere else where we can see something about the moon. Only I saw that from the a kind of satellite or whatsoever, the one lander is going down on the moon. That's it. After that, there is no big image or something like that. But the good thing about American, that should be kind of condemned. I'm sorry, that should be praised. Okay, so that should be praised in a way that they have a lunar mission 50 year back, and they have videos. People can see it. Now they have Mars mission, and they have shared all the photos and videos. That is amazing. That looks like that they represent humanity. This is what it looks like. Now, when the blue host went there, now moon has 14 days day. Earth 14 days is 1 day for the moon, and Earth 14 days is moon night. So moon 1 day and night is 28 days. That is the moon configuration. Okay, so I believe 14th March or something like that, there will be solar eclipse on the moon. I don't know. The lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse means Earth comes in between Sun and Moon. This is called lunar eclipse on Earth. But that becomes solar eclipse on the Moon. From the Moon, anyone cannot see Sun at all because Earth is coming in between. So on Earth, it is lunar eclipse. On Moon, it is solar eclipse. So 14th of March, something like that, there is a solar eclipse on the Moon. So Blue Ghost, that is the lander over there, it will send high density images of the solar eclipse on the moon. This is what we expect, that if anything is landing on moon or Mars, wherever, it should show the picture. We don't want to hear on the radio or television or hear that this is what happened, that is what. We don't want audio. Some news reader is reading that this is what had happened. We also expect some sound or some picture so that we can also enjoy. This is the place where NASA, it wins everyone's heart. Means we can say upright. NASA always wins everyone. NASA is like a common man research organization. Whatever they do, they share with the people, and people, everyone feel attached to NASA. This is the excellent thing about NASA. Anyway, okay, so Blue Ghost is the kind of, it is a moon landing, and it happened on the 2nd of the March. Okay, the name of the company which descended this Blue Ghost lander is Firefly Aerospace, and it is based in Houston, I believe. Anyway, now this is the first private company which landed its rover on the moon, that is successfully. Another first one was last year, that was Intuitive Machine, that is the name of the company, Intuitive Machine. Okay, that is based on the Houston, not Firefly Aerospace. Okay, and they landed Odysseus, Odysseus lander on the moon, but it was unsuccessful. Anyway, and then there is a, I believe there is another company. Okay, so there is another company. Okay, this intuitive machine that they started. Okay, I'll read it out again. There are two companies in America that tried it unsuccessfully. One company name is Astrobotic. I'm sorry, it is Astrobotic Technologies, and they tried in January 2024, and it was unsuccessful. Then Initiative Machines, Houston based, they tried in February 2024. It landed, but its leg got broken. It was considered as unsuccessful because it was of no use. Now Firefly Aerospace, they have landed successfully in March 2025. NASA is trying to make large ecosystem under a program that is called large. Okay, so the NASA is trying. Okay, so I should have written it. Okay, NASA has a program now. It is called, the program name is called Commercial Lunar Payload Service, CLPS. This is a new kind of agreement NASA is doing with private companies, and its name is Commercial Lunar Payload Service. Under this CLPS, the private companies are being given contract to land on the moon, their lander, so that NASA will be in an ecosystem that people are there to help them, because human is going to land on the moon. In that sense, they need assistance. So that is the idea of the NASA. Okay, anyway, the new Blue Ghost, it has driller and it will drill 10 feet into the moon. It landed on the 20-degree north of the equator of the moon. 20-degree north of the equator. Anyway, the failed one from the intuitive machine, that was Odysseus, that tried landing on the south pole of the moon, where Chandrayaan has landed. Where it is, no one knows. Okay, it costed 1,000 crore rupees. India is a very poor country. Anyway, now kind of they landed this the lander Blue Ghost has landed in a region that is kind of crater, big crater that was created by some asteroid that is 3 billion years ago, and there it has landed. And biggest thing is that the new solar eclipse, I believe it will happen on 14th of the March. It will take photograph. So be ready to get the high density image of the solar eclipse on the moon. That is the big thing. Anyway, so okay, so intuitive machine sending Mark. Okay, intuitive sending the. Okay, so this is the scenario. What is next? The intuitive machine for which the lander landed with broken leg. Now they are not giving it, they are not kind of giving in, and they are trying again in the kind of 20s. They have sent second rover on 20th 26th of February. So March 6th, that is yesterday, around March 6th, it is expected to land. That is from the failed one. They failed last year. Intuitive machine, their leg got broken. They have tried with another one. Okay, not only that, the astrobotic technology, they tried the first one. They were completely unsuccessful. So their second one, they are trying this year. Not only that, the intuitive machine, for which the leg got broken, and they have sent the second one that will land in 1 or 2 days. They will try the third one also this year. So three companies are mainly working. One is intuitive machines and astrobatic technology, and Firefly Aerospace. Firefly Aerospace has made it successful now. There is a Japanese private mission called Hokuto-R. Hokuto-R mission. Okay, and that is on its way. They fired, I believe, January 15th. They fired some time back, and it will reach in May June time frame. Okay, so Japan has already done this past last year through their government organization, and that was called SLIM. That mission was called SLIM, under which they have landed the lander on the moon. Now, private organization of Japan, that is Hakuto-R, and that is called I'm sorry, there is a private company in Japan. Okay, and that name of the company is id space, and the lander name is Hakoto R, and the mission name is Hakoto R mission 2. So this mission they have sent through the rocket, and it will land in May June time frame. Japan take lot of time, not 1 month or 4 months, 5 months time period, but generally it will be successful. So May and June probably it will be successful, and people can see Japanese private company landing the rover, landing the lander on the moon. Japanese company, I believe, they are using the same rocket that this the right one what Firefly Aerospace has used, something like that. Anyway, what we can say, congratulations to NASA and congratulations to id Space, that is a private organization in Japan. Congratulations to Firefly Aerospace. Congratulations to Intuitive Technology, and congratulations to congratulations to, I believe, some astrobotic machines. So all are something, you are whatever you are doing, that everyone is feeling proud of you. So let's wait for the 14th of March, when we will see solar eclipse on the moon. Why don't you also try? There is nothing that no one, no, only NASA and these companies can try. Let's try.